start carving this rough piece of Mexican fire agate. Has some, it's a smaller piece, but it's showing some promise. Not a lot, but I think there's some good stuff in it. So I'm gonna carve this, and let me get this camera set up so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll be using my Nova points, the ones that I distribute, the ones that I sell, and that's what I use, and I finish it with super polish. I think. Let's see, get my Fordham. I need to get an 80 grit. 80 grit. One's pretty small. Should get a new one, a bigger one. Hold on just a minute. I need to get a bigger one. I think I have one over here at my carving station. I need to get a camera set up over there. So I can film when I'm making when I'm using the carving station at 220. So I use this one. It's the black stripe one. That's the 100 grit. Sintered burr. It comes in the 6-piece set. And let's see, I'll show you my little, there's my little, let's see if I can show it. My water deal right there. It's just some drip irrigation and a Martinelli's apple juice gallon jug. That's what I use for water. I'll turn it on right now so I get the drip going. Get my camera back down so you guys can see. Let's see. Get the burr in. So I get you closer. Hopefully it doesn't splash on you guys. I need to go like that. Okay, there you go. Get the wire going better. Okay, here we go. Trying to take the overburden off. I'll use my 80 grit because I gotta hog some stuff away. 100 grit. Just turn the water on a little bit more. just trying to get this extra calcedony off. I can see I already exposed a little color here. There's color showing over here. Go lightly around the edges until I know how thick that calcedony is. Okay, so here's what I've done with the 100 grit, 80 100 grit. I'm going to switch now to the 220. I'm pretty close to fire. I'm not sure what's going on right here in this darker area, but I think there's there's fire right by there. So I'm going to pop over to the 220 burr, and I'll show you that one in a second. So this is the one that has, let's see, the blue stripe on it. It's 220 grit. It's a finer grit. I get close to the fire, I switch to that one because with the 100 grit one, I can't really, I can cut through the fire. It's really coarse. So 220 is finer. I can get closer to the fire with it without it putting really deep scratches in it. It'll wipe my optivisor. It's, splash with water. That's what I really like about that carving station. It blocks that. I got most of the color exposed, but this spot right here, I don't know what's underneath there. I got to get deeper there. Ah, it just broke. Ah, this piece broke off. That would make a nice little stone. Yeah, well, that happens from time to time. But that's going to be a pretty stone. Matter of fact, I think I'll set this down and work on this. See what I can do with it. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Stone just tells you what it wants to be. You guys see that? Let's see. Let me pull it up. I think this has been going for over an hour, hour and a half. Let's see if I can show you this. Take this off my stand so I can show you. See, let me flip on this. It looks like 41 minutes. On that little one that broke off, here's the other piece. There's the rest of it. I did expose some really nice fire in that. There's some bright, see there's a bright layer down there. This spot right here, there's a bunch of stuff on top. I could see there's fire underneath there. I'm sure it goes all the way across, but I'm gonna have to dig more down here. This piece broke off right here on this corner, right there. But so now I have, well, we'll see how it turns out. I don't know if it'll break anymore. It doesn't look like it, but you never know. But this is gonna have really good fire in it. This is Aguascalientes. This is some of the I have some high grade rough available, and what really set me off on this piece is the formation it had. It showed some stacking. I seen a little glow over here, so I look at that. That's pretty nice. That's going to be a nice ring size stone. We'll see how it finishes. But I've been cutting on that piece for about 40 minutes. So I'm gonna stop for now and pick this up later. Yeah, it's got cool colors in that one. I'm hoping that that blue goes over here. I don't think it's over there because I went on this edge here and you can see I'm if I got to go down a little bit more right there on that edge where that brown's at to see if it's down underneath there. That could be brown covering it. But it'd be nice if I could get that blue teal color to show up all the way across. I know there's more underneath that. See that little red tannish layer there? I could take that off and there's more of it there around the edge and down here. And I think it's going to be over here. See that brown? I think it's on. I need to get that brown off. We'll see. I'll go right here, right in that little nook right there first, and see if it's there. That'll tell me better how far I have to go, or if it doesn't go any further, and I just have to blend it. But thanks for sharing your time with me. This has been fun. I look forward to finishing this, and that's really bright down there. That looks really bright. It's just this area here is kind of, I know it's brighter down right in here, but that mossy area is kind of going to be tough to go through because I'm flying blind. See, there's color there underneath it. It's just going through it. Sometimes after I've been cutting for a while, if I don't stop, I start getting impatient and I push a little too hard. So it's a good. See, there's fire there, right there where I got it thin. But that's what I have to do. I have to kind of work it from the edge into it, feather it in, so I don't. I need to chase that layer down there. But I'm pretty sure that goes all the way across. This red color, the rough, when I see rough with that red color, that's a real good indication. That's iron oxide. And usually stones with that red color have bright fire in them. Bright and good colors too. Anyway, so I'm going to end for now. Thanks for sharing your time with me. I know I didn't talk much when I was cutting because I was just kind of concentrating, but I started with that 100 grit burr, the black stripe sintered burr, and then I got down to the fire here with the 220 sintered. So that's the one that I when I'm chasing the fire that I use the most. Once I get to that layer, like this area where the blue's at, I won't touch that with the 220 anymore. Even though it has that one brown spot, over here, I'll use my 280 to blend that and to get it. I have enough of the layer that I could just blend it all in with the black 280. I still have work here. Oh, look at it does go underneath there. Work here to kind of blend in that little rough area and to expose the fire more down on this side in the top. Thanks again, folks. See you next time. Like and follow my page. Share it out. Help build this. If I get more people commenting and stuff, I'll start doing more lives. I usually do them late at night, early morning, because that's when it's quiet in my house. You guys have a great rest of your morning. Bye now.